Now recently, SSSniperWolf was under flame after she doxed another creator by the name of JacksFilms by posting a picture on her Instagram story outside of his home. This was in response to Jack making a video criticizing and mocking the low effort nature of SSniperWolf's content.
Her commentary isn't so much transformative as it is just summarizing what we're watching.
Being that the doxing of JacksFilms was so high profile and covered by so many people, YouTube ultimately temporarily demonetized SSniperWolf's channel. Funny enough though, this isn't actually her first time doxing another creator because they said something she didn't like. That's where content creator EnigmaHood comes in. Now the beef between SSniperWolf and EnigmaHood starts way back in 2012 when EnigmaHood made a video criticizing the video SSniperWolf made, talking about her weird interactions with her fans.
They're interested in looking at her boobs and admiring her face. That's it.
SSniperWolf ultimately didn't like the things that were said in that video, so she filed a DMCA claim. Now the video is a lot of things, but it clearly didn't violate SSniperWolf's copyright, so luckily EnigmaHood was able to counterclaim. However, in doing that, EnigmaHood was forced to give his real details, which we'll come back to later. This of course angered EnigmaHood, being that his video was protected under fair use and SSniperWolf is attempting to put his channel at jeopardy fraudulently.
Criticism of copyrighted material is protected under fair use. You don't get to go around censoring people just because you don't like what they have to say.
Also around this time, this quote-unquote beef is very public on a 2013 Twitter space, where fans roasted him relentlessly for years for even daring to come after SSniperWolf until this happened. Fast forward to 2016, SSniperWolf makes a video addressing EnigmaHood publicly. In the video, she deliberately takes him out of context and makes several slanderous statements, like calling him a sex offender.
A couple years ago, he re-uploaded one of my videos, and you can't just take somebody else's content and re-upload it and monetize it. So I filed the copyright claim with YouTube trying to take it down. And in the copyright process, I got his real name, and of course I googled his name, and it turns out he is a registered offender.
A racist.
And before we start, let me tell you, this guy is the most racist piece of
and a stalker.
He's been stalking me for the past 2 years or so, maybe more, almost 3 years.
And according to Enigma, even proceeding to dox him afterwards on social media.
Everything else she said in the video, I really couldn't care less about. It's laughably stupid. But accusing someone of being a offender is a criminal offense when you are deliberately lying to defame and slander someone's good name. She has also doc-dropped me and revealed my real name and my personal information, which her fanboys have been posting in her video in the comment section over and over again.
The result of this video was obviously brutal, with fans sending death threats and an immense amount of hate to EnigmaHood's channel. SSniperWolf managed to manipulate her audience into believing that Enigma was a reprehensible, despicable human being, all without having the burden of proof. Now, Enigma did pursue legal action, however, unfortunately, SSniperWolf's lawyers managed to get the case dismissed before it even got to the discovery phase. And even that EnigmaHood's various attempts to respond to SSniperHood over the years have came up short because of the fact of how big SSniperWolf has become. The crazy thing about this story for me is that EnigmaHood is a very small channel, and because of that, his responses never really got that much attention. But now it seems like the entire space is starting to see what EnigmaHood was preaching this entire time. From claiming EnigmaHood was stealing her content and that he was stalking her, and now SSniperWolf is the thief and the stalker.
All of the views and all of the revenue go straight to SSniperWolf. You know the phrase, work smarter, not harder? Well, SSniperWolf does neither. She just steals and doesn't credit anyone, and has become a zillionaire in doing so.
A fire hydrant exploded and the water's just going everywhere.
Pretty cool.
Now, I'm not going to pretend like EnigmaHood was a victim in this situation either, but whereas EnigmaHood made a video about SSniperWolf, she attempted to use her leverage to try to take his entire channel down, or at least put it at extreme jeopardy. And now she's put in a position where she's talking about taking a break and disabling her comments.